All right, we are back in our video lecture series here, and we are going to focus today on naming, and we're going to focus today on naming binary compounds that fall under the molecular category. So if you have your flow charts out and would like to follow along, that would help you here. But technically the binaries, when you ask that first question, binary means two, and the binary molecular specifically means non-metal to non-metal. Okay, so we're looking for the non-metal to non-metal. So as we write that down, we start with our first question. Binary means two. We go over here. We have a choice between molecular, and we have a choice between that and ionic. Now, obviously from before, just like bonding, ionic means a metal bonded to a non-metal. That'll be the next lecture. This one is a non-metal to a non-metal. Okay? Now, what specifically happens when we go to a metal to or a non-metal to a non-metal here is we use prefixes. Simple as that. We use prefixes. So you take the two elements, whatever they are, you write down both of their names, you end in IDE, and you use prefixes to tell the numbers. So let me give you some good examples that we have here. CO2, N2O4, S2O3. Three examples that are all very good because these are all non-metal to non-metal, non-metal to non-metal, non-metal to non-metal. What we do then is we write both the names. Well, we got a carbon and we have an oxide. Here we've got a nitrogen and we've got an oxide. Here we've got a sulfur and we have an oxide. All three of these have those pieces, okay? Now, we take these coefficients, the numbers below the compound that tell us how many there are of each atom, and we use the prefixes. Right here we have a list of all what the prefixes mean. Mono is 1, di is 2, tri is 3, tetra is 4. That will cover all of what we have here. So I see carbon is 1, I leave it. Oxygen is 2, carbon dioxide, pretty common chemical. N2O4. I go dinitrogen, oxygen's 4, that would be tetra oxide. S2O3, disulfur trioxide. A lot of people think that these are the easiest to name and write formulas for on the whole table because it's spelled out for you. Carbon dioxide means one carbon, two oxygens. So next piece will be on binaries that are ionic in nature.